Welcome to the Allison Lombatis Show, a podcast to help women discover and rediscover their confidence and style. I'm Allison Lombatis, and I am so excited you hit play on today's episode because we are addressing one of the most common topics of conversation I hear in the Outfit Formulas community at this time of year. I'm recording this episode in late May, heading into Memorial Day weekend, and the temperatures around the country are already on the rise, which begs the question, how to create an outfit that looks stylish without adding extra layers or heat. The good news is I've got a list of ideas for you to incorporate into your summer outfits so that you can get dressed with confidence all summer long. And chats like this are always more fun with a friend. So I am thrilled to welcome back my business manager and podcast co-producer, Lauren Smith, to join me for today's conversation. And if you haven't subscribed to the show yet, I would love it if you would please take a moment to do it now. I've got an incredible lineup of episodes for you in the coming weeks, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you enjoyed listening to the show, I would be super grateful if you take a moment to rate it and leave a review. I know it seems like a small thing, but your rating and review really do help, especially for new shows like this one. Now, let's get to the show. Hello, Lauren. Welcome back.
Hi, Miss Allison. I'm so excited to be here.
I am excited about today's topic because it has been so flipping relevant for me this week, especially.
I totally feel that. Yes.
I think you're feeling my pain.
Yes, I totally feel that. Yeah, definitely earlier this week. I feel like our humidity where I live gets us up to those high numbers that you guys regularly see down south. So I'm really excited. I know our community is going to be excited to hear all of your tips and tricks. So I'm just really stoked about having this convo with you today. So shall we dive in and maybe talk a little bit about what are you typically wearing in the summer? What works best for your lifestyle, for your climate? What can we expect to see Allison Lombatis wearing in the summer months?
So I love that we're diving into this because I feel like this is a question that we hear from Outfit Formulas members over and over again. I feel like it's something on social media that repeatedly comes up that women are asking, how can I add interest to my outfits? How can I make them look cute whenever it's just too hot to wear all the layers? And I feel this pain every single summer. I feel like by the end of summer, I've got to try to get out of my rut of the whole tank top, shorts, flip-flop thing, right? And as far as my lifestyle is concerned, it's very casual. It's work from home. I run errands. I go to Target. We go out to dinner usually 2 nights a week when I try to dress up a little bit more, get a little fancy for date nights. But basically, I've said this before. I'm a t-shirt and tank top and jeans or shorts girl, and accessories and cute shoes are my must-haves with every single outfit, but especially when I'm not able to do those layers. In our climate in Texas, it's hot. It's high humidity right now. We're recording in May, so we've had a little bit of a wetter month, which makes it super, super humid. And whenever it gets drier in the summer months, it just continues to get hotter. So I plan cute outfits, but being totally honest, I don't always get to wear them. And I found this year so far that linen has been my go-to. I'm so happy that it's trending. I bought 2 new pairs of linen shorts. I've been pairing them up with some of my tank tops, some of my short sleeve button downs, and then just really adding in those cute sandals as my secret wardrobe weapon in the summer months, because they're one way that I can express my style in the summer. And I found some that I love that have like those big buckle details this year that are super popular and trendy. And just adding on accessories to kind of complete things out. Like today, I've got this little snake print scrunchie in my hair. And even though no one else might see it, it kind of, to me, like pulls together my outfit and gives it that little bit of detail. And it's just about adding in those little things that can make the outfit feel more interesting, honestly. What about you, Lauren?
Oh, that's so smart. For me, gosh, it's so funny because in so many ways we are aligned on just where we're at in terms of our lifestyle and our needs for getting dressed. So lifestyle wise, I'm very casual. I work from home. I'm an introvert. I'm a homebody. So like the more that I can be at home, the happier that I am. So I'm not going out a whole lot when I am going out. Honestly, it's like you said, either to run errands, maybe go have dinner with family or friends, that kind of thing. But I'm not heading into an office every day. And also comfort is really important to me. So I'm always going to prioritize my comfort, I guess, overlooking a specific way. I feel like I'm finding a sweet spot of being able to do both. In terms of climate, I live in Ontario in Canada. Our winters get very, very cold and our summers get very, very hot. And then, with the humidity, we're at temperatures that are close to and over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So we really do get those extremes. And we also live not too far from the river. My husband loves to fish. We don't have a boat, but we do like to spend time down by the river. And it can get kind of chilly and breezy by the waterfront. So even in the summer months, there's some times where I still need like kind of a top layer that I can throw on, just to accommodate the weather by the water. And then what am I wearing? Gosh, around the house. So it's interesting because I'm not much of a dress person. Having said that, around the house, when it's those really, really hot days, I find that it's kind of like one of those casual, like a t-shirt dress or a tank top swing dress, I'll often grab for those because they're just so breezy. I'm like, real talk? It's kind of just like my daytime nightgown. Like I get to wear pajamas all day, but I look presentable if, someone comes to the door. Cause it looks, you talk all the time about how a dress is really that like one and done. It looks like why are you so dressed up? And it's like, girl, I'm just wearing my daytime nightgown. So that's kind of one of my little hacks for around the house. Outside of that, I'm personally not a huge fan of wearing shorts. I'm a plus size gal. I've got thighs that are besties. And when shorts are riding up, I am so not comfortable with that. So for bottoms, I'm usually opting for like either a cutoff pant or a longer pant, but in those lightweight materials like you were talking about. So chambray material, linen material. I also have a pair of kind of boho style harem pants that have this black and white elephant pattern print on that I absolutely adore. They're probably one of my favorite pair of bottoms. I need to get more of them because this is going to sound random. I have two of the same pair. One of them, the elastics broke. Anyways, all that to say, I need more. It's one of those, if it's a heck yes, like add more of those into your wardrobe. It's so easy to pair up in the summer. I'm comfortable wearing it. So those are definitely a winner for me. Much like you, I'm wearing tank tops. I always opt for the wider strap. One of the things that I've learned is spaghetti straps make me feel like I can't wear a bra or I have to wear a strapless bra. And I'm just you're not going to find me in a strapless bra in the summer unless we're like talking a wedding or something like that. And then footwear, I wear Birkenstocks a lot. I joke, I have my summer Birkenstocks and my winter Birkenstocks. In summer, I'm wearing kind of the classic 2-strap. I think it's called Arizona is the style name. And then in the winter, I wear the Boston clog style and kind of more as house shoes. And then when I'm outside, I'm wearing winter boots. So, and just like you, also, again, when I'm going out, the way that I mix things up is often with my footwear and with my accessories. So I found it has been really helpful to have kind of a handful of cute shoes and some fun jewelry to play with to really bring those looks up to kind of, outside presentable, if that makes sense.
Totally makes sense. I'm so glad you brought up, well, two things. Number one, dresses are absolutely daytime PJs. They are so easy to wear in the summer months and just so cool and comfortable. But secondly, when you brought up the topic of bras, I also feel like this is something that is a recurring theme in our community and on social media where I love these high neck tanks like the one I'm wearing today. And it's just super difficult to find bras a lot of times to wear with these cooler, summer tops. And I love just wearing sports bras. I pretty much wear a sports bra all summer long, just kind of like the T-back, racer back ones that work with most tops. They even look cute under the strapless. Not strapless, but under the spaghetti strap top. So yes, like I feel your pain. If something requires me to put on a strapless bra, you better believe I ain't wearing it.
Yes, 100%. That's interesting. I don't know that I would have thought about the sports bra silhouette working under those tank tops. So that's a great idea. Another thing I've seen is, I don't know how to describe it. It's I think it's like a little disc with little hooks on the sides that you can use at the back of your bra to pull the straps in at the back. So kind of to create that faux racer back shape so that it's not showing on the side. So we'll look for a link for one of those because I am describing this very poorly, but we'll find a link and we'll put that in the show notes if you want to check that out. You can get the show notes at AlisonLabattis.com/podcast if you are looking for a way to hack your bra situation this summer.
Love it.
Awesome. So before we get into suggestions to amp up a summer outfit, where's the starting place for summer style, for summer looks? What are the basics that we need to make sure that we have covered before we look forward into, okay, how do we now elevate those basics? What do you recommend here?
Absolutely. Like we say all the time, having the right staples in place is really the key to being able to make getting dressed easy. And these are going to change obviously with the seasons, but there are some pieces that you're going to see repeated season after season, year after year. So think things like great fitting denim. So shorts and jeans, basics like a white t-shirt, some tank tops, some lightweight layering options, and of course, quality footwear that's going to work for your lifestyle. And some of the summer closet staples that I go back to year after year are some printed tops, because a printed top instantly adds interest and detail to your outfit without having to put on those extra layers that we don't want to use in the summer months. A white top, which can be tank top or t-shirt, a black one, same thing there. A graphic tee. I love graphic tees year round, but especially in the summer months, because again, you're adding that a little bit of personality and a little detail to the outfit without adding the heat. And also a striped top, of course. I'm going to say striped top. When am I not going to say that, right? As far as bottoms go, you're going to want some white shorts. We have a white maxi skirt on our shopping list for the summer capsule. White jeans, if you prefer to wear jeans, or ankle pants. Denim, of course, denim skirts, denim shorts, all the denim. Gray is great for summer months too. I also like black. I've been wearing my black shorts a lot this year. And I think it's because I sort of changed my color palette up a little bit, and my neutrals have been playing a bigger role in that. And of course, anything printed, like I love leopard prints. We have a pair of pinstripe shorts on our shopping list this time around. Layers are a little bit trickier, admittedly. Of course, they're going to be in the summer months. I live in Texas. It is always freezing cold in stores here. Like we were in the grocery store last night and I felt like I was going to freeze to death. Literally, like it was so cold. So I frequently carry like a denim jacket in my car, or I have a cardigan that I stuff in my bag. But denim jackets are super versatile year round. Or a chambray shirt is a great substitution for that. So if the denim jacket feels a little bit heavy for your climate, then the chambray may be a lighter option. And you could get a short sleeve one that you can tie up at the hem. Which is so cute. You can layer that over one of your dresses, especially if you have like spaghetti straps or something. That's a nice little layer that you can add. And then neutral cardigans too. Those are great toppers in the summer months. You can get really just like a loose knit cardigan. I think J. Crew Factory has one they're calling a beach cardigan this year, which I've not seen that term before, but I love that. It's like this really loose weave, very lightweight layer that could absolutely work if it's warmer. Shoes, again, you got to find what works for your lifestyle, but you can't go wrong with some neutral sandals that are super comfortable, some colorful sandals to add just that little pop of color, especially to your neutral outfits. Metallics are huge this year. So gold sandals, silver, bronze, snake print or leopard print sandals, those are both neutrals that you can pair up with a lot of different looks. And white sneakers, which we're seeing everywhere. I don't see this trend slowing down, and we're wearing our white sneakers year round at this point. And I can't forget accessories, the last piece of our outfit formula. Accessories are really the icing on the cake, and especially in the summer months. I emphasize accessories more when it's hot out than any other time of the year. So your hoop earrings, your delicate layering necklaces, a straw hat is a great accessory, and it serves two purposes. Straw totes are super cute. Like we're seeing raffia accents on a lot of things this summer, and you could add those into your accessories, earrings, shoes, totes, that sort of thing. Neutral purse is always a good idea. Stud earrings, or you might want to add a little bit of color to your outfit with a colorful tote or purse. And then of course, a black purse is going to serve you well year round. So yeah, that's pretty much it for closet staples. I know it seems like a lot, but again, you kind of have to pick and choose what's going to work best for you. And a lot of these pieces are things that you're probably going to find you already have in your closet anyway.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It sounds like it sounds like a big list. It sounds like an overwhelming list. And really, when you break it down, you probably, these are the basics that most women are likely going to have in their wardrobe already. So just being able to repurpose those pieces and just dress them up and add some flair so that you're feeling, extra good this summer. So let's get into some of the goods now. What is, you mentioned it earlier, but let's get specific. What is the style struggle that we are solving for today?
Well, the obvious is that summer is hot, right? And outfits oftentimes can feel unfinished without that third piece or that topper layer. So we're really going to be looking at how we can amp up a look of a basic tee and tank with shorts, but still stay as cool as possible. And the good news is it's actually really easy.
Oh, I love this. And I do want to say, so you're saying a basic tee or tank and shorts. I also want to share, and this is more of an Outfit Formulas philosophy, but we're talking about a philosophy, right? Or sorry, a formula. So, when Allison's talking about denim shorts or white shorts or gray shorts, whatever the bottom is, or the tank tops, I know some people aren't comfortable in shorts. They don't want to show off their legs, or they feel like their arms aren't toned enough, so they don't feel comfortable wearing a tank top. The final cut of the items that you choose to style is totally up to you and your comfort zone. So if white shorts, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not really going to wear shorts. I think I have like one pair of shorts and I wear them very few and far between. But when Allison is saying something like white shorts, for me, I go, okay, white shorts. I don't want to do the shorts, but I do have white linen pants. And that is what I style in the summer months. Denim skirt or denim shorts, I will usually either opt for my chambray pants, or I have a denim skirt that I don't mind wearing so much. So, just keeping in mind of, we might say t-shirt or tank top. We might be saying shorts, but you can always adapt those specific pieces to the cut that actually works for you, your lifestyle, your climate, and what you're comfortable wearing.
Totally. I'm glad you made that distinction. It's easy for me to fall into the trap of what I'm personally wearing, but really when you think of each piece as a formula, it allows you to make those swaps. And it also opens up a world of possibilities in your closet too. If you just kind of look at the formula itself instead of trying to literally translate it into the picture at times. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. We hear that in the Outfit Formulas community. We always give a visual example of what the outfit looks like, but also is the written word. So white shorts are going to be in the picture, but when you look at the written formula, it's only going to say white bottoms. So those bottoms could be pants, shorts, a skirt, whatever you are comfortable styling. That's one of my favorite parts of Outfit Formulas is you get the final say in the color, the cut, all of those things to make it work for you. And it's all about adapting that formula for your life and your personal style. So love that we were able to clarify that. So where do we begin, Allison? How do we get these elevated summer looks? What do you got for us?
Yeah, I think the best place to start is with the obvious. We've got to do lighter versions of the toppers that you're wearing the rest of the year. And I mean, really, this is going to depend on your climate. In some places, this just isn't going to work. But if it does, or if you need a topper because of the freezing cold AC, then you can keep these suggestions in mind. So for that denim jacket, we talked about the chambray shirt, denim vests. I saw some really cute ones over the weekend, even like linen vests, but those are a big trend right now. So those are some ways that you can kind of like lighten up that layer. For your blazers, the structured blazers are very much in style right now. And I've even seen women wearing those into the summer months. You can swap those for a lightweight linen blazer, which is super on trend. You can look for one that's unlined if that's, something that's going to work well for your climate. And kimonos, they're so inexpensive. If you go on Amazon, there's like a million different prints of them. There's tons of patterns, tons of colors. And they're going to dress up any of your basic outfits. One of my favorite summer looks is I just put on a pair of white bottoms, a white tank or tee, and then I throw a colorful printed kimono on over that and just pair it up with some neutral sandals. And it is a winner every single time. Like that is an outfit formula that never, ever fails. And they also they double as a cover up for swimwear, which is my next thing on my list. Beach and swim cover ups. You don't have to be poolside or by the beach to wear them. They're so lightweight and so breathable. And many women have shared with me that they don't like to wear sleeveless tops because they're uncomfortable with their upper arms. But you can wear that sleeveless top and then add a breezy cover up to camouflage those areas that you kind of don't want out in the spotlight.
Ooh, I love that. That's such a great suggestion of the beach and the swim cover-ups. It's so true. I always think, actually, as I'm thinking through my closet, I have one in my drawer that I kind of throw in my beach bag every time I go on holidays. And it never would have occurred to me to wear it on the daily. So this is very exciting. Again, this is something we can probably all closet shop as well. If you have that favorite beach or swim cover-up, that's so fun. You already mentioned earlier that summer, when you're designing your outfit formulas plans, summer is historically the season where you really go a little bolder and a little above and beyond in the accessories. So what suggestions do you have for your listeners in terms of accessories in the summer?
Yeah, even like personally, I'm not a huge accessories person, but when the summer months roll around, I really shift my focus on what are some simple ways that I can add interest to my outfits. And honestly, accessories are that secret weapon. And these are the easiest way to add interest. They are inexpensive. And, you know, I love an idea that is totally affordable and can make a huge impact, right? So think things like statement earrings. There's so many cute statement earrings out there. You can find some colorful beaded earrings, some rattan. It's one of those situations, go big or go home. They can be a total outfit maker. Layered necklaces are another great way to add interest to outfits, especially on trend to wear like 2 to 3 of those necklaces at a time. You can choose whatever your metal is that you prefer, gold or silver, whatever. And I've showed you guys this a million times, but I'm just going to keep shouting it from the rooftops. These little necklace clasps from Amazon are such a game changer. We're going to link this up in the show notes for you at AllisonLabattis.com/podcast, but they make it so easy to pull off the layered necklace look, and your necklaces don't get tangled. You just have to have one. That's all I got to say. Chunky and bold or layered bracelets.
Oh, I was just going to let I'm so glad that you demonstrated your little necklace magic trick, because I was going to ask you to, if you weren't going to. I went and after seeing you wear that clasp and you saying, no, they don't get tangled. And if they do, you just open it up and kind of give them a little shake and then you're good to go again. I bought the necklace clasp, Allison. I bought the clasp. I tried it out. So I tried it out with, I bought the 3. So the cool thing is it comes, I think, in either 2 or 3. And I bought the 3 because then I can have the option. You don't have to use the 3rd loop if you don't want to. And I tested it out. I have a longer pendant necklace and then a shorter necklace. And to your credit, it did not tangle, which was such a game changer, because I've even bought like the pre-layered sets where they come connected. Even those would tangle on me. And it was just so frustrating. And at the same time, I'm like, but I love your look. And I've been trying to pay a lot of attention to what are the things that really elevate an outfit in the summer months. Like when I'm scrolling Instagram and TikTok and I'm seeing all these beautiful women, what is it that they're wearing? What are the things that are adding these pops of interest to their looks when they're really just wearing that basic tank and shorts that we've been talking about? And those layered necklaces is really one of those things that just really makes them pop. They look so glamorous and chic. So I just want to share to our listeners, not that I had any doubt, but this loop connector thing that Allison's recommending, it is the real deal. I haven't found the perfect combination of necklaces yet. I'm not going to lie. Part of me was like, can I just go and buy exactly the same pieces as Allison? Is that going to be weird if I just completely copy her? We'll see where I land, where I end up. But I'm like, oh, I just love how hers looks. So stay tuned, folks. You may see me doing the copycat thing of my girl, Allison.
Oh my gosh, I'd be so flattered. Not weird at all. I love it when I can be like the trailblazer that says, I figured this thing out and now I want to shout it from the rooftop. So I'm so excited to hear that you are also loving the necklace clasp. And yes, it is such a game changer. I don't know what magic they put in that thing, but it works.
Yes, love it. All right, I got us off track here. What else you got for us in the accessories?
Oh, bracelets are great. I have them on my bracelet stack today. So the designer look dupes are very trendy right now. So if you look up the Cartier Love bracelet or Kate Spade Sailor Knot bangle or any of the David Yurman cable bracelets and chain bracelets, there are plenty of budget-friendly lookalikes if you don't want to make that investment. And you could also do something simple like what I'm wearing today, like pearls mixed with metal. They're having a big moment right now. And it just gives you kind of that little beachy vibe, which is what I love about this. It's like the little freshwater pearls. And again, this is just such a simple way. Like I throw these on almost every single day and they add just that little extra something to my outfits. Also, sunglasses. We can't forget to mention those. So if you're going to be outside, do not miss this opportunity because sunglasses just add that little chic flair. And these are another accessory that you can really express your personality with. So if you're not quite sure where to start, like classic styles, aviators, or wayfarers, these are always going to be a good look. They're always going to stay in style, probably worth a little bit more investment if you want to invest in your sunglasses because those are going to stick around for a while. So really just play around with frame shapes. Oversized square frames are popular. And consider white or colorful frames to stand out from the typical black, brown, or tortoise. Again, fun way to just add a little bit of personality to your outfits and really just an inexpensive way too. If you want to add maybe a pair of red frames to your collection this summer, just to give yourself that little bit of pizzazz in your look. And I love hats. I mentioned this earlier. These are a double purpose accessory, and a hat is going to help protect your skin and your eyes from the sun and really just add a touch of style to your look. I wear hats a lot in the summer months. I really love those wider brim straw hats for outdoors. They not only cover your face, but sometimes like provide protection for your neck and chest and shoulders. So anytime you're going to a picnic or going to be at the beach or at the park with your kids, baseball caps are also a really trendy look for women. I wear one every day when I go outside for my walks. It's a great way just to kind of pull my hair back, put the ponytail through the back, and also have that sun protection too. And they're super cute. And they just add that little extra something to your casual look. Next up, we have bright and funky purses and bags. So you can add interest to your look with bright, fun colors and shapes and textures with your handbag. This is the time, again, where you get to play with color. And maybe you're going to choose a bag in a color you wouldn't normally do. So if you typically carry that neutral bag with you, then go check out Amazon. They have tons of cute and colorful bags, and it's easy to pick one up that is going to give you a little bit of something special to your summer outfits. And I also love those straw totes. They are so cute and they're so versatile and functional. They're great for beach bags. They make these great big straw totes that you can just like throw in your beach towels and your sunscreen and all the things that you need for a beach day. But this can also be a great accessory to carry for your everyday too. And a fun way to add interest and style to this. And here's a spoiler alert. I just finished our July outfits for Outfit Formulas. And one of the things we're going to be doing is tying a cute little scarf onto those straw tote bags. It just adds, again, that little detail that just pulls the whole outfit together. If you find the right colors and patterns in those little scarves, they can just completely change the look. So I love that too. Belts. All right. So you may not think traditionally about wearing belts in the summer months, but these are also a great way to just increase the interest in your outfits. So you got two options here. You can opt for a colorful belt, or you could do one with a buckle accent. And to be clear, I'm not talking about like cowboy belt buckle, that big old belt buckle. But a sleek, modern belt clasp adds a little touch to your look that takes it up a notch. It makes it look a little bit more polished, a little bit more intentional. Color-wise, if there's a color in your outfit that you can mimic in your belt, then I always recommend doing that. It's a great idea. Or you can add a complementary color to your outfit. So if you want to figure out what a complementary color for your outfit might be, you can go to Google and search complementary colors. Like maybe you add a yellow belt to, a green blouse or something like that. That's an example of some of those complementary colors. Blue and orange are, yellow and purple are. So if you're wearing a neutral look, then choose your favorite color, and that's going to add that pop of interest there. For footwear, I love to feature pops of color in shimmery metallics. Both of those are a great detail to add to your outfit. You can also incorporate texture like rattan or espadrilles or details like bows and knotted designs and those chunky buckle accents that I am obsessed with this summer. And lastly, let's talk about hair accessories. I already shared that I'm wearing this little scrunchie today, but bright and or textured headbands. Super cute, adds so much interest. Claw clips are very trendy right now. My girls are wearing them all the time. They allow you to put your hair up when it's hot. But if you're a simple top knot kind of girl, then tie a printed scarf or put a little scrunchie around the top knot so you can take that up a notch too. It's still that simple, easy hairdo that you love, but it adds intention to the look, and that makes all the difference.
It really does. Gosh, I am exactly that top knot girl that you were talking about, because I am just like, okay, up on top of my head, get it off my neck. It's way too hot. But yeah, I actually have a handful of scrunchies and some of them scrunchies, like it's a scrunchie, but then there's also a bow on the scrunchie. So if you've already got, your top knot situation happening, just loop that scrunchie right over top, have the bow at the back. And like you say, all of a sudden it becomes an intentional look and an intentional style choice versus just, I just threw my hair up and here I am, which is also fine. But if you feel like that something is missing and you really want to step up your game a little bit, such a quick, easy way that's got to be that's a 3-second improvement to your outfit, and it will just make all the difference. So love that tip. Love that. What I'm taking away from what you've shared so far is that when you can't rely on those bigger items, so those jackets, those cardigans, those third pieces that we often lean to in the fall and the winter months to make that statement or to add the polish to your outfit, that you really got to kind of lean into the details of those other pieces that you can wear that are not going to bring the additional heat to your look. Are there any other ways that we can be really focusing in on those details of our outfits?
First off, that is very accurate. And yes, there are some other details that you can pay attention to. And some of these don't be scared by them because they may be a little bit advanced level styling tips. So if this information overwhelms you at all, please don't fret. Take what works for you, leave the rest, right? First is the silhouette of outfits. And I love to talk about this a lot and encourage women to really just take that selfie of your outfit, because one of the reasons that I love this is that it allows you to see the overall shape that you're creating with your outfit. And what I mean by this is if you were to print that photo out and trace the outline of your body in your clothes and fill it all in, what are the visual lines that you're creating with your outfits? And different silhouettes are going to emphasize different parts of your figure. So it would be an interesting experiment just to kind of take a handful of outfits you like and see if that silhouette is consistent. I've tried this before and it is so spot on. I love things that are kind of like fitted on my upper body and then sort of like flare out. And I'm in pear shape, so that makes total sense for me. I love A-lines kind of on my bottom where it's, fitted at the waist and then just kind of skims over my curves on the bottom. And I'm wearing jeans today that do exactly that. But this is a great way to kind of dial in on your own personal style. And it helps to really just give you information and intel when you're out shopping too. So if you know how to structure your outfits, that's going to inform your shopping decisions as well. I know I'm not going to wear big, loose, flowy things on the top half of my body now. And that's just one of those little silhouette tricks that works out really, really well for me. And your silhouette could be the opposite of that. I know some women choose the more flowy things that they wear on their upper half of their body and then something more fitted on the lower half. But it's really just about figuring out what works best for you and for your own unique situation. And you can play around with balancing proportions of an outfit. A classic style recommendation I just shared, right, is that more fitted item on the top, the flowy item on the bottom, and vice versa, with the goal of really just balancing out that look. But having said that, oversized everything is also very much on trend now. I love styles right now because it's like, anything goes, right? Like it's truly anything goes. And, the straight leg or wide leg jeans with oversized tops and blazers, even the French tuck where you just tuck a small part of your shirt into the front of your pants is becoming one of those millennial fashion faux pas, according to the kids these days. Of course, you can take that with a grain of salt, but wear what you love. That's the point here. Wear what you love. But just in case you were wondering what is cool with the kids these days, it is not the French tuck. So go fall down the TikTok rabbit hole. They will be happy to tell you all the ways that you are not looking cool anymore. Trust me. I like to also talk about texture, and we touched on this earlier, but mixing different textures is really a great way that's going to create visual interest, and it gives the eye something to notice when your outfit doesn't have that topper. So think about the adjectives you would use to describe a fabric and see how you can pair them up. So for example, a top with like a smocked fabric paired with linen bottoms. That smocked top is bumpy. It's gathered. It's got all this fun little texture, and that's offset by the soft and natural texture of the linen. So there's kind of like that juxtaposition there. Another example is the denim skirt paired with an eyelet top, because denim is like the sturdy, firm fabric. And then eyelet fabrics are softer and accentuated with like textured stitching details. And that creates visual interest when you have those two different feelings that you're conveying through the texture. Satin is another lightweight fabric. It's great for summer. It gives that smooth, silky look. You can pair, like a satin skirt with your favorite graphic tee, which is so edgy. I love that so much. Or a tank and sneakers for the perfect casual outfit. And some retailers are really kind of designing pieces with texture play in mind. Mixed media might be a term you're familiar with that you've seen, when you've been shopping online. Those types of clothing pieces naturally mix those two elements together. So if you don't want to play around with that on your own, then you can definitely look for items that have mixed media in the description. Tailoring. This is one of my favorite ways to play with style, because it is no secret that I'm a fan of a statement sleeve, and I'm going to wear a shirt with a sleeve anyway. So this isn't adding any additional coverage when the weather is hot, but it sure does give the eye something to focus on, right? And pay attention to above and beyond those simple classic short sleeves. I even like a little cap sleeve. Like, it's amazing how just the tiniest details just add interest to your basic t-shirt. So look for items that have a little something extra in design or how the fabric falls. This can be ruffles. It could be paper bag waist. It could be pleats or smocked details like we talked about. It could be ruching or button details or scallops or frayed hems. Any little detail, it's going to go a long way to making that outfit more interesting and taking it up to that next level. And we can't forget to talk about color, right? So summer is the time to play with color. My first recommendation is to try out column dressing. So if you've ever worn a jumpsuit and you hate the awkward topless moment in the bathroom every time you sit down to pee, we all know this. Women, we know this pain. Column dressing means wearing the same color on top and bottom, and it creates that illusion of that long, lean silhouette. So you can do this with your favorite neutrals or a solid color you'd love. One of my favorite things to do is pair a black tank with my black paper bag waist shorts. It kind of creates that illusion of wearing a romper, but it's two separate pieces. So prints can be a little bit tricky to pull off unless it's a matching set, but with solids, you can absolutely do this. And it's so incredibly easy. And my next color play suggestion is monochromatic color scheme. So this is the ultimate chic style in my eyes. It means, like I said, wearing the same color on top and bottom, but you can do this in slightly different shades. For example, like bright pink fuchsia with a softer pink, or navy blue with sky blue. Just like column dressing, you can do this with neutrals too. So black, you could pair up with gray, or beige, you can pair up with tan. And I can't forget to mention pattern mixing. We talk about this a lot in the Outfit Formulas community. I adore pattern mixing so much, and it adds so much interest to an outfit. And sometimes it can be just super subtle, but I do have a couple of suggestions if this is something that scares you, or if you need a little bit of direction in this space. Tip number 1, match at least one color in both fabrics. This is the connecting piece that brings the two separate patterns together. So for example, black and white stripes look good with a leopard print because they both feature black. So you have that unifying color, right? Next up is mix the pattern scale. And here's what I mean by that. So a tiny ditzy floral print has hundreds of those little teeny tiny flower details, whereas like a botanical print, on the other hand, may only have 12 large flowers or palm fronds or whatnot. It's still the pattern, but it's on a much larger scale. So if you're pairing larger scale prints together or smaller scale prints together, it can look like you're trying to match when you're really, what you're trying to do is intentionally mix. So we want to mix the large scale and the small scale print together instead. And again, you can do this as long as they have that unifying color in there. Mix simple prints with complex prints, and simple prints are things like stripes, polka dots, window pane, and gingham. Usually one shape and or color that's going to be repeated over and over. Your complex prints are patterns like leopard, floral, plaid, or geometric shapes. These are typically multiple shapes and colors that are happening simultaneously, so they're going to be more busy to the eye. And you can mix simple and simple and simple and complex. But complex and complex is really tricky to execute well. So definitely proceed with caution in that space. You can always look on Pinterest to see some ideas and come up with some things that maybe you can play around with your own closet. And this is also where taking that selfie is really, really helpful. If you need a second opinion, we have plenty of women waiting to give you one in our free community on Facebook. Just search for Alpha Formula's Closet Crew, and we'll also link that group up for you in the show notes as well. But those ladies they're super kind, they're super nice and supportive. So if you ever have a question on something, please post it in there and you will definitely get an immediate response.
Oh my gosh, Allison, you're blowing my mind here. This has been so helpful. I am personally so excited to go check out my closet with, I feel like, fresh eyes all of a sudden, because you've given us so many great recommendations and suggestions. And I know our listeners are also going to appreciate those tips as well. So thank you for keeping us all looking and feeling cool this summer.
Thank you, Lauren. This was super fun. And now we would love to hear your thoughts about today's episode of the Allison Lombatis Show. So is summer style a struggle for you too? Which of these suggestions are you most excited to explore? Do you have a summer style tip that you would like to share? Well, then let's open a dialogue and connect. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube as Allison Lombatis, and I would love to hear from you. If you share your own thoughts about summer style on social media, please feel free to tag me. I would love to see it and cheer you on. Remember, you are worthy. Style is a skill anyone can learn, and closet contentment is possible. I believe in you. Thanks for tuning in.